Hi guys, Dave with Video Neophyte, another installment of tutorials. Today we're going to talk about editing 4K video with Premiere Pro using Proxies. "4K videos have been so cheap lately as far as cameras. I have an iPhone 8 Plus, an iPhone 7 Plus, and a GoPro. All shoot 4K video extremely well. It looks really, really good when you edit it. But my computer is really slow. It's about 3 or 4 years old, and when I started editing the 4K video, it just lags really bad. So I figured out how to edit the video using Proxies with Premiere Pro. It's really easy. Only takes a few minutes to set it up, and the editing process is so much easier. So let's get into the video right now. Okay guys, now to get into the video making the proxies, what you're going to want to do to start with is create a new project. And once you get that new project created, we're going to rename it. Let's call it Proxy Tutorial. You can save it to any location you want. So we are going to save it to my projects folder, Proxy Tutorial, and this folder right here. So select folder. There's a bunch of different settings on here, but what we are interested in as far as creating the proxies is to ingest settings. Once you click ingest settings, you're going to click ingest, and in the drop down menu, create proxies. Now once you get that selected, we're going to do our presets, and that is where we're going to convert from 4K down to a manageable format that's easy to edit, and that's going to be 720p. Now we have two options on the 720p. It's H.264 and Go Cinema Pro. I prefer the H.264. It's a little smaller format, compressed file, but sometimes the computer is hard to read that, depending on what kind of computer you have. If H.264 doesn't work well for you, then go to GoPro Cineform. You may have a little better luck with that, but they're larger files. So we're going to select 1280 by 720 H.264, and you want to save your proxies. I recommend that you create a folder just for your proxies. So I've already created that folder. It's in my project folder. It's called Proxies. We're going to save the proxies there. Select folder, and you're going to click OK. It'll take a second for that to run up. Now, one thing that's going to happen, we're going to import our video here in just a second. But what's going to open up is this Adobe Media Encoder. That runs in the background while you're doing all this, so there's really not much you got to do. Don't close it out, but just minimize it so it's kind of out of the way. So we're going to import our video. I've already got some video selected here, and we're going to import those. Let's create a little more working space for us here. And while that's encoding, what you're going to want to do, so you can go see what the progress is of your encoding, is you're going to right click up here where it says name, and metadata display is going to pop up. You're going to want to go to Adobe Premiere Pro Project Metadata. You're going to want to scroll down until you find Proxy. You're going to click Proxy, hit OK, and what that's done is added another bar up here so you can check the status of your proxies. So it says all my proxies are offline, which means they're being encoded right now, and as they encode, they're going to show up ready to work. So I think there's one about done encoding right now, and it says attached. So the attached files, you can go through and add them to your timeline. Now, let me tell you, the bigger the file that you have, a video that you shot, the longer it's going to take to attach the proxies to these videos, to your video. That makes sense? Yeah, to your videos. Anyway, to the video that you've shot. So 2 of these have already been done. I'm waiting on one more. It should be done here in, I don't know, 10-15 seconds. In the meantime, what we can do, we can right click in the space below here, and we're going to create a new item called a sequence. Now that sequence, what's going to happen, once we create our proxies, it puts it to a 720 format, but when we render everything, we want to go back to a 4K format. So you're going to look at your folders here available. We're going to go to the red folder, then we're going to go to 4K, and I shot on my video in 4K 30 frames a second, so I'm going to choose 4K 30 seconds. You can choose whatever you want to render your video out to once you're done, but I want to do 4K 16:9 30 frames a second, which is 29.97. We're also going to rename this sequence, and we're going to call it Proxy Tutorial Sequence 1. And we're going to click OK. Now, everything here is ready to go, and we can start editing our video. So I want to drag, let's see, let's put one here. Don't be surprised when this box pops up. The clip does not match the sequence's settings. That's okay, because it's different than what you shot. So click Change Sequence Settings. Let's see, we're going to add another clip, and we're going to add another clip. Okay. This is really actually pretty smooth on my computer, but you can do a comparison view, and right now this is for toggle proxies. So when you toggle the proxies, watch what happens when I toggle the proxy. It's really, really jagged. Okay, I have the proxies turned off when that button is going. Now, if you don't have this button on your toolbar, you can hit this little plus button over here. This pops up, and then you're going to go to this icon and just drag it down here to your toolbar and click OK. Now, I've already done that. It's already on my toolbar, so there it is. But you can see it's really, the video's not smooth like you want it. It kind of jumps all over the place. Now, watch when I click Toggle Proxies. Really smooth. Really smooth. And that's what you want to edit your video with. Once you're all done editing, you can go back, render it out, send it to YouTube, do whatever you want with it, and it'll come out in 4K video, which, by the way, looks really, really good. Okay, guys, I hope you really enjoyed that video. Working with proxies is really easy in Adobe Premiere Pro, and I found that it really saves me a lot of time when I'm trying to edit my 4K video. Once you shoot 4K, you're really going to like it, and it looks great when you render it out and post it on YouTube. If you like the video, please hit the like button, and I really would appreciate it if you would subscribe. I'm trying to get new subscribers to my channel. I just started this, and my channel basically is my journey on YouTube, getting everything ready to go, and how I'm making these videos, and how I'm learning the process of creating YouTube. If you have any comments, please leave them below in the notes. I'll also have some show notes below on what equipment I'm using and where you can go get that. I get most of my stuff on Amazon Prime, which is free shipping and it's great. I'm an affiliate member of Amazon. So if you do click on one of those little links, it doesn't cost you anything extra, but I do get a small commission for that. And it helps support my channel and buy new gear and get everything ready to go. Again, if you liked everything, please post it in notes below. If you have any questions, please post in notes below. And I will see you next time on Video Neophyte.